Poisson distribution and when to use it to represent demand forecast. When customers arrive randomly and independently at a given rate of mu customers per period per unit of time, then we say the number of customers per the same unit of time has Poisson distribution with mean mu, right? Mu is the number of customers arriving or demand units of demand arriving per unit of time. And notice that this is the one parameter defines Poisson distribution completely, the mean or average. Standard deviation of the Poisson distribution is always square root of the mean. And so here is a picture that shows probabilities for demand 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on, when average demand is 0.29, so it's fractional, right? And you see that probability of demand 0 is actually very high. It is somewhere around 75%. Probability that demand will be 1 unit is close to 20%. 2 units, some small percentage, and it's actually decreasing even further as you increase the demand to 3, 4, 5. The probabilities are decreasing. It has just become extremely tiny, and they are not visible on this chart. However, when you consider like average demand mu equal 4, you see that the shape of the probability function is becoming closer to a bell shape that we know from the normal distribution. And in fact, this is a known fact that when mu is large, Poisson distribution approaches normal distribution, right? With the same mean, mu, and with standard deviation defined as square root of mu. So because of this, when we know that demand is very slowly moving, Poisson distribution is very useful because in this case, if you used normal distribution function of this mu and some assumed standard deviation, you would probably have here negative values with some significant likelihood, which is really not what happens in reality. You shouldn't have negative values of demand happening at all. In this case, Poisson distribution is necessary to avoid the drawback of the normal distribution. However, if mu is much larger, then right mu of 4 is probably still not large enough because we would have still in the normal distribution some significant probability, maybe 1, 2, 3% for negative values. But if mu was 20, 100, a few thousand, and sigma would be much smaller than mu, then probability for negative values would be minuscule in the normal distribution, and then we can use normal distribution or Poisson distribution almost equivalently. And because normal distribution is more convenient for some calculations, we can actually use normal distribution. So, so here is the table that shows us comparison between the normal distribution and Poisson. Normal is defined by two parameters, mean and standard deviation. Poisson just by mean, because standard deviation is equal to square root of mean. The Poisson distribution is defined for discrete values, right? So only probability for 0, 1, 2, no fractions. And also those discrete values, the negative values have probability 0, right? So there's never a chance that demand will be negative. With normal distribution, it's defined for continuous values, but it's not a problem when demand is has a very large rate. Then we can ignore the fractional values or round them to integer values, and this is not going to introduce a lot of error because we are in a realm of very large values, right? And the problem here also is that the normal distribution assumes the random variable can be negative, but assuming mu is large and sigma is much smaller than mu, the probability of those negative values will be very small and could be ignored. So for that reason, as we said, a normal distribution is useful for demand modeling when the mean is large, when the demand is large, and when demand is very small, in like the rate is just 0.29 or fractional or a few units, just a few units, even mu equal 1, 2, or 3, then Poisson distribution is very useful because of these advantages that it has. If you want to do calculations in Excel, if you want the probability of a value x when Poisson distribution has mean mu, you can use this function with the third parameter 0, which indicates you just want the probability for x. If you put 1, you get cumulative probability right? So it's the probability that the demand, for example, that is modeled by this distribution will be X or less. And the inverse of this Poisson distribution function can be calculated only by a lookup. So actually, this is the modeling inconvenience that we have with Poisson. This is why we prefer normal distribution, because with the normal distribution, you can calculate inverse of the cumulative distribution function for any probability, you can get a value. Whereas with Poisson, if you want, for example, an inverse for p equals 0.7, 70%, in other words, you ask yourself, what's the quantity that will satisfy demand with 70% chance? Well, normally we can just calculate it as inverse. So we can look at this function and see where is 70% and just find the value of the argument, the x, that corresponds to this. But if you notice, there isn't a value that corresponds to 70% probability, right? Cumulative probability. We only have value 4, which is close to 60%, a little bit more, and we have value 5, which is almost 80%. So if you were to calculate the inverse, the answer is there's no inverse. But if you really need a practical value, you can say either assume 4 and it will give you less than 70%, it will give you closer to 60% chance of satisfying all demand, or assume value 5 and it will give you more than 70%, close to 80% of satisfying all the demand. So the inverse can be calculated through lookup in a distribution table, but it's right. So it's less convenient than using the normal distribution.